Up y'all, welcome back to the Skyblock world. Just another grind stream, so just gonna be chilling and working on this kind of ocean free thing that we're trying to get to come together and look nice. So the plan, step one, so we might have enough leaves, but we got to get a lot of leaves from these trees because I was going to use them to create a wall, but we could use mushroom blocks instead too. Okay, let's go through these shears and then we'll switch to the other area. Gotta be careful here too. Yeah, here's where I messed up the spacing last time. Yeah. Is the grid off here? Yeah, the grid's off. The trees are all supposed to be 5 blocks apart, so 4 blocks of air between each one. That gives optimal spacing for surface area created per planting. We have 1 death on this project so far. I'm gonna guess that we can get through this without dying again. Because up until that point I hadn't died at all. It might be that, like, you know, I don't stream a lot, so I'm still getting used to focusing while talking at work. I found also that, like... Alright, that's it for that pair. I think in pictures a lot more than I do in words or, like, in concepts. I'm not a quick, like, verbal thinker. So as a result, like, if I'm doing something complex, I can think through, you know, my actions on whatever that task is, like, pretty quickly, but I can't talk through my actions on that task quickly. This music kind of makes me want to, like, sing or beatbox or something. It is super chill, though. Makes it really nice to be working in the trees here. Probably go look at the other ocean to see how I did the edges. Just in case, you know, like, did I start the wall here, or did I start the wall out 1 block? So we'll go check out the other one. And we might just put the wall up on the other one right now, and then come back to finishing off these trees. I guess we don't need this anymore either. We might have to go down there again though, so we'll leave it. Oof. One of my favorite streamers to watch right now is doing a subathon, so I feel kind of guilty though streaming. I want to get into a schedule of streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays though, so here's what we have. At some point we gotta go, like, do the bottom area here, and I don't even have a stepladder down there. Maybe let's do that. Okay. See, this is going to be the red mushroom ocean. That'd be cool to do like an inside of leaves. Yeah, that'll add some cool depth when you're swimming around. Okay. For sure gonna do leaves, like a double wall on this one. I'm not sure about the other one. Let's grab some red mushroom blocks and some logs. So I was thinking of doing like the corners with logs to make it look like a, I don't know, kind of like supporting beam. Death Sneeze. Morning, is this your single player? Yeah, it is. This is a no stone skyblock world, so it's kind of weird. We started with just grass and a tree, and the whole point of this world was just to kind of see what was possible with those restrictions. The whole world is also plains biome. So it's not like a lot of other Skyblocks where it's like a normal world with the blocks deleted, so you have all the different biomes, rivers, whatnot in there. No stronghold, no nothing, so... we're kind of done with this world though, so this project is just to build some nice oceans at the bottom, and that'll kind of close off this world, this chapter, this part of Minecraft. Okay, so I could do leaves like that. Probably better to do oak here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I've done a modded skyblock before, but with normal bounding boxes and biomes. Yeah. I mean, it makes it... Both are interesting, but just in other ways. That's interesting, you know, because you have a lot of different kinds of farms that you can work with. Like, you can still make witch farms, drowned farms. You have all the different animals spawning in the different biomes. And this one's interesting just in its restriction, because you usually have to come up with new kinds of farms. Pretty cool. Thanks. Did you enjoy your modded skyblock? Is it still ongoing, or is this like a closed project for you? Yeah, and then down here I want to pretty this up so we can have a nicer looking dripstone farm underneath both the oceans. I guess that is another advantage of doing this weird tree style, which turned out to be a lot of work, but I guess it'll give us a free dripstone farm area as well. Okay. But you gotta pick a block to go in the corners. We have stems as well. Huh. Okay, I'll grab one of these and see how it looks. Pretty grindy. Yeah. So I got the corners here. Yeah, I want to have logs vertical. Something like that. But I want a different block where the logs meet, and then here we could do something else. I gotta be careful too, because there's no mob spawning spaces in this world, so pretty much any time we create spawning spaces, stuff is gonna spawn in these spaces. Probably be better just to do a full wall, but in small portions at a time. Okay. To give you something different than the normal vanilla world. Nice. Yeah, that's one of the things that can be good or bad about recording content for YouTube is, well, you know, like you keep it for years sometimes. Which is cool, because then you can look back on yourself and like, I don't know, I started recording videos like before my voice changed, so you get to see yourself grow too. Okay, yeah, here we are. It also means like a lot of your cringe moments get recorded too. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We gotta do something on top of here, though, because the border of this ocean goes through slime chunks. Well, and that's... some areas might be dark enough for just normal enemies to spawn, too. You're close to the bottom of the world. Oh, yeah. Yeah, at one point we did have a mob grinder running, but we shut it off, just we don't really need it anymore. Let's go in here. Get some oak slabs. I guess we could do trapdoors. See how that looks. Yep. Okay. At least it's just a skeleton. That's a pretty easy one to take care of. Alright, come here, bud. Surprise. So what if we do like that? Huh, okay. Hey again. Hello. Welcome back. Anonymous is your name anonymous, or is this like some kind of anonymous account setting on YouTube? I guess I'm just wondering if I should call you anonymous. It's going pretty good. This area still has a lot of work, but I'm gonna switch to actually trying to like do the exterior of the smaller ocean. So we're gonna need a lot of trapdoors to do this though. That up. We don't need a lot of slabs, but we do need a lot of trapdoors. I probably should have checked if there was something cheaper we could use. I guess we could do buttons or something too. I think that does it. Oh. Hi. Welcome back. Well, you can't really see... Yeah, you know, I think we need lighting on the edge of this thing somehow. We could do sea pickles, actually. Yeah, let's try throwing these in the wall here. Probably gonna need a bucket, too. One disadvantage that we ran into is I started this project using leaves for the oceans before leaves were waterloggable, so it's probably just going to be pretty annoying now, because like if I want to place water against this, I have to do it twice. So you do 1 second, and then there you go. There we go. Okay. So what I was thinking is like, yeah, like along the edge here, down some source blocks, and then put pickles in for light. Looks kind of weird with... I guess we could put him down 1 and it would keep this grass spot flush. Take that out. This here. And that's dark. Get it? Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, we can try that, see if it's enough light. Hold shift. Pickles. Nah, it still looks like it places it in the leaves. I'm holding shift right now. Alright, let's finish this front stretch and just see how it looks. Glowstone under leaves. We can. We have like... We don't have a lot though, so I don't know if I want to... Actually, I don't know how much we have. I'd have to go up and check. The main storage is right there. And this is all the stuff I anticipated using on this project. Oh, it could be nice is like scattering the pickles in the wall kind of randomly. Almost have a kind of starlight effect when you're swimming around underwater. Yeah, we do have glowstone, just I don't think it'll be enough to light up this whole thing. And I'm not sure if I want to go farm up the rest of it that we'd need. Maybe doing leaves in the corners would be good. Kind of weird though. It's like the corners need to look like they can support weight. Okay, yeah, we'll just do the stem blocks for now. Yeah, yeah, they are a little smaller, and it might go nice with the and we could throw down pickles like scattered, just not on the walls, but throughout the floor as well. Let's see how it looks. We got a glow squid right there too for comparison. Huh. Okay. I wonder how that would look actually trapdoored. Looks kind of weird with the extra red. I don't know if that's any better. Okay, we'll come back to that. Gotta keep an eye out for mobs while we do this too. And then to keep like the flat surfaces from getting boring, I want to make like little outcroppings of mushrooms like you see on the stems of old trees sometimes. So put down our red mushrooms. We got oak to frame the whole thing. I'll put one down for example. So we got this, then something like yeah, something like that, just hanging off the side. And then scatter, you know, like 4 or 5 of these on each side of the ocean exterior. Cool. Yeah. Because of our weird restrictions, mushroom blocks are actually like the easiest building block to get for us. Maybe not as fast as wood planks, but a lot prettier to build with than wood planks. It's partly because one of our villagers trades a silk touch iron axe for 1 emerald. Which I don't actually have one on me right now, but it means we can get mushroom blocks super easy. The thing that's hardest to get is anything that requires a wandering trader. So, dirt, sand, green dye, this is there, coral. All of those take a while. I should probably be making it a point to build these little platforms while I go, because it's going to be harder to put them in later. And I kind of need light on them too. Actually, this is a good place to use the lamps. Another world I found that lamps just always... Do I not have... Yeah, here they are. Okay. Lanterns, whatever. They look really good with plant... Oh, actually, we can get a nice view of this now. Um, from the side, it just looks like a line. Yeah, that'd probably look good if we had bigger shapes as well. That doesn't look good. It looks kind of skinny too. I wonder how it would look to do stems and logs. Let's try that. Yeah. It's kind of ironic, like one of my favorite ways to build is, you know, when you like, instead of like flattening the area you're building first, where you kind of like, it would be nice to have this little pick here. You do your best to build with the whatever landscape is already there, which is ironic because, you know, in this world there is no landscape that's already there. Okay. Oh, you know what? We don't have an easy way to get logs facing downwards here. I think what we can do is something like this. Sit here. Shift. Okay, yeah, that works fine. You're making me want to make a mushroom farm. I'm guessing you've made one before. Yeah, mushroom farms are pretty dope. I'm just saying made one before because I'm wondering if you're talking about like just going and building one or designing one. Because both of those are pretty fun processes. Okay. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna do a normal stem in the corner here. Okay, and yeah, so now what we can do, go up here, go up 2 blocks, then we go 1, 2, 3. So we can build like an actual, you know, red mushroom, like the proper shape. Have it grow up out of the corner like that. There. Yeah, that'll look good. That'll look good from in here. We gotta make sure it looks good from the outside too. Design one. Yes. That is the problem with the rabbit hole. That is technical Minecraft. It's like once you start getting into it, just for every project idea you have time to carry out, you have, you know, like 3 more pop up in your head. I try to keep up with, like, as many new technical things as possible. So, like, any channel that, you know, looks like it produces any amount of technical content, I'll subscribe to, go through all their videos. I have a watch later list. But yeah, it's like there's 10 new interesting things every day, and each one gives you like 5 interesting ideas for a new project. Yeah, but that's why it's a community. Not everyone has to do every project. People with one specialty can, you know, knock out whatever that thing is. Had to find my train platform. Nice. Sounds like you found it. That's good. Lorna Stockton, remember me? I do. I remember you from the last stream and from the comment of the same words on the stream later that day. The brown mushroom goes well with oak. Okay. My plan was to make this ocean red mushroom lined and that ocean brown mushroom lined. We're gonna need a lot more brown mushrooms than I think we have. And we could do like complementary decor. So like we're on this one, you know, on the corner, we could do like on the corners of this one brown mushrooms growing instead of red ones, and then on that one, you know, like have red mushrooms growing on its edge instead of brown ones. We can try some of both. And make our own mushrooms for that matter. By the way, do you have Discord? Yep. You are more than welcome to add me or find me. I'm on, you can just search for me on like SciCraft, Technical Minecraft, Slimestone Archive, Cube Crowd. I have posts in all those Discords. Every last stinking one of them. Watched the whole series since the last stream. Cool. I hope you liked it. I mean, if you binge watched the whole thing, it probably wasn't that bad. I think, like, my editing, thumbnails, and all that have come a long way since starting that series. This series, I guess. It's the same one. Okay. Let's check this. Yeah. I like how this is looking a lot better. But I almost feel like there needs to be some kind of ring around the corner here. Just because, like, it looks like this mushroom, you know, is like ready to just fall off of the ocean. Whereas if we had a little platform around the corner there, I think we could avoid that look. But yeah, I like the mushrooms in the corner, so I think I'm gonna go with that. The stairs might give a nicer height gradient. Do we have enough? Yeah, that's probably enough. Yeah, it's a little bit nicer. I'm awful at editing and usually don't bother to do thumbnails, so you can tell my videos are fairly low effort. It's kind of short. It's a bit top heavy. This mushroom or like the wall? Oh yeah, it might look more like it's falling over because right now it looks top heavy. I was just too lazy to finish building it. It's one of the frustrating parts about the mushroom blocks, you know, is you put down one wrong block and you lose the texture and gotta replace 2 blocks. So your mistakes are doubled. Leaves are nice though, because they don't have solid faces, so they don't remove the red texture. This is very interesting music. I just threw on some like DMCA-free streaming playlists with lo-fi. I don't think I've ever heard a guitar solo like that in lo-fi. Okay, yeah, so something like that. Does look good. McSteveman. What's up? MC McSteveman or MC Steveman? What are you doing right now? Doing the exterior for the small ocean. Gonna do it red mushroom themed. Or maybe red and brown mushroom themed. Right now we're just still deciding what we like. And then, second, an example of this right here, right now. Let's hide this in the water. Couple more of those. Okay, so here's the kind of thing I had in mind for a platform. Not sure what the best way to do this is. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. This. Yeah, something like that. Oh, hold on, someone might be knocking on my door. Not my door. Yeah, something like that. And then on the edge of this, like that. Okay, that'll be enough to get the feel for how that looks. And maybe like a fence rail on the edge too. That could look really nice. Yeah, it looks better. It has that kind of floaty feel though, like it's not being supported by anything. A long time to make the tree lines. Yes, it did. So they're all planted. Still gotta shear some of them down. My train will go from the busiest platform in the city. Is that a good thing? Like, do you like train travel and you like watching them, or is like that a bad thing? Like, I remember the first time, so I live in Southern California, but I don't live in, like, the Los Angeles area. First time I drove in Los Angeles was horrible. I think I got flipped off within, like, maybe 1 minute of getting off the freeway, 1 minute to 30 seconds of getting off the freeway. Oh, you know what? I don't do this right. Oh no, yeah, that's right. I just need more stairs. Might look cool to have stuff hanging down from the underside of this. I'm not sure what, but it's probably something that would work. It's the easiest way to do this. Do a leaf block in here for a second. Yep, just like that. Wordy Tech, hi. Hey, welcome in, Wordy Tech. We're making mushrooms. It's just quite noisy around me. Makes sense. Okay. This is symmetrical, but now having these steps here kind of makes it hard to get in and out of it. Might have been better to make the mushroom like 3 or 4 high. Yeah. Okay, let's take the mushroom down. Because we're not even sure if we want it to be a red mushroom or not. We gotta do something to keep slimes from spawning as well. Okay, so this. Okay, something like that. So not, you know, like a perfect symmetrical outline, but patches and a few lights. Let's see, how does that look? Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Maybe a couple extra stairs up against the stem or up against the log to make it look a little bit less like it's defying gravity. Yeah, I think that would give it a good propped up look. Hey bro, would you read chats? Yes, I would read chats. Did I miss something? No, that's your first message. I read my chat. I sometimes don't respond. There's an art to being able to tell stories and like, you know, take what someone says and turn it into well, I don't know, conversation, because it's kind of... Yeah, I guess I'd say a conversation. The chat. I'm still learning that skill, though. Just like, what, my second week streaming? Streaming on YouTube, at least. I streamed on Twitch for a while, but no one showed up to those, so... not really any... Ooh. This is kind of freaky. No practice there. Oh! Ooh. Huh. I guess that works. Oh, nice. Or, oh, nice, I didn't fall off and die, or oh, nice, still getting the hang of streaming. Both are nice. And I think it's actually a pretty difficult skill to not be cringe. Like, avoiding cringeness is not... It's not simple. Okay, so if we go here... log goes down here. Check that out. Yeah, I was thinking... putting stairs in like that. Didn't know you only recently started streaming. Yes, it is recent. Yeah, like earlier, you know, Death Sneeze mentioned just how much effort editing videos is, and I've been going a low effort route as well. But recently I want to try a change and see what happens, how it goes. So my plan is the next video I'm going to put out is going to be really high quality. Like highest, oh yeah, that looks a lot nicer. That looks really nice. Not the left half there, but the little platform and to the right looks really good. So it's, I don't know, it might not even be like 2 weeks until that video's done. I don't just want to vanish, and I still work on all my projects, so yeah, just trying to start streaming more of the grunt work I do on them. Or I guess not the grunt work, but like the problem solving work as well. Also interesting. Okay, great. This, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. Yeah, totally fair. There's a spectrum of the quality of work you can put out. Like, you can do, you know, I was gonna say streaming, but streaming has its own spectrum as well. Like, you can turn on the stream, you know, with zero preparation, and still make something that's pretty entertaining. But it's not nearly as dense. Like, the quality content per minute will be much lower than if you edited something together. But now, for an hour's work, you get about an hour's worth of, you know, video content out of it. Let's see, what do we need? Then, you know, even within streaming, there's higher effort content where, like, you prepare beforehand. I've heard a lot of streamers advise that, like, before you stream, you should sit down and actually just, like, think of 5 topics that you'd enjoy talking about for that stream, and then, you know, then you actually have something to talk about. And, like, that's not much, but that's still preparation. That's off-camera work. Oh, that's scary. Okay. That's off-camera work that you're doing. So what that means is it's no longer like a 1-to-1 ratio. So it might be like, you know, maybe your stream's 3 hours, but you did a half-hour work beforehand. Is that 2? That's 2. And then you have some channels where, like, their YouTube videos, the editing is just kind of like a string of clips, you know, glued together, so not really any transitions, maybe not even a script. And you can make a lot of good content that way. I guess it's not as dense. Like, you might come out at the end with a 18-minute video. Ooh, that was a slime. Yeah, we got slime chunks here. Where if you'd scripted it, taken the time to condense it and plan it out, maybe you could have got it done in, you know, 8 minutes or something. But now, you're almost adding work time and reducing the length of the video. Whereas, like, to just kind of record stream of consciousness, your thoughts for 18 minutes, clip it together, maybe to a 15-minute video, you know, probably took you less than half an hour. But if you do a lot of editing, now you might have, like, I don't know, like 3 hours of work, and you've reduced your video length from like 15 minutes to 8 or something. I don't think I'm cut out for streaming. It looks like a lot of, like, socializing. Probably gonna stick to painting skeletons of turtles for now, haha. Oh, are you the person on Twitter who painted, or E-draw? I don't know what the right word is, but drew, Sky Bowser? That thing was dope. This is kind of like my, ooh, out of red blocks. Okay. This world, I'm the only, like, player in the world, but it's been both my and my wife's Skyblock world. Like, whenever I make decisions about what's gonna go where, it's usually with her. In fact, she's the one that wanted to do an ocean project for the final build. But she usually leaves for work before I wake up, so last night when she was asleep is when I saw the turtle. I set it to her phone background and didn't say anything, you know, because she's sleeping. I'm not going to wake her up, but yeah, out. So now I'm waiting for her to find it and text me. I want to see if she can figure out what it is without any context. She's also an artist, so she's gonna love it. What do I need? I came over here for something. More reds. More reds. We don't need as many leaves. And we don't have space. Okay. Put some leaves in here. Why do I have potatoes? That must have been from farming them. Hey, JJ, what's up? Your message got blocked again. But welcome back. We know you're human now. Okay, I saw that one. Let's see, we've used up maybe about like 40% of our mushrooms, and I think we've only finished 30% of the exterior, so we're probably gonna have to do some more mushroom farming. Let's just fill the inventory. I'm gonna put these back. Yep, no robot. I'm alive. Congrats. As far as we're concerned, you have passed the Turing test. I wonder how hard it'd be to hide a crafting table in this platform. I think right here. Yeah, it wouldn't really show through. Great. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this little balcony. Seems like my train is late. Rip. That stinks. Hope it's not. Yeah, streaming is a lot of socializing. I'm just looking at the message you sent before. Anonymous. Like, there's some streamers that don't... I don't know about that. You know, there's streamers that don't really require you to, like, interact as heavily. I was gonna say ASMR, but actually now that I think of it, I think most ASMR artists do interact pretty heavily with their chat. Yeah, I guess pretty much any streamer category where it's you in front of the camera, you're gonna be like socializing with people to do the stream well. You know, there are people who, like, you know, set up like their fish bowl or something, you know, where it's like fish plays Pokemon, where the fish swims controls the game. Or like chat plays Cookie Clicker, I've seen too. Obviously those ones don't require socializing, but you know, you're not really... I don't know what you would call the person who sets those up, because I feel like they're not really a streamer. Stream designer? I'm not really in that sphere. Oh, it's getting dark. There's also, you know, just YouTube videos where, like, I think I mentioned this last time, but, like, primitive technology videos. You know, where someone's out making like fire or bow and arrow from scratch in the forest. Where's Max? He's here, but he's not allowed to talk. I'm just kidding. I have no idea if Max is here. But in those primitive technology videos, you know, it's like some of them are like 3 hours, and they're super calming and enjoyable to watch, and not a word is said for all 4 hours of the footage. Or like one of the best technical Minecraft players, Peter I. Zhang. Not sure how to pronounce the name properly. I think it's Chinese or at least Asiatic. I don't think they've spoken once in any of their videos. All their videos are usually edits with footage of the thing they built. Then like, you know, some nice music in the background, and then just maybe like 4 or 5 just subtitles, plain English text saying what it is you're looking at. And, you know, they've got thousands of subscribers, their videos are like, and they also come up with really cool stuff, so it might be harder to do like a non-socializing video type if you don't have interesting, like, content in the games you're playing. If you're not, you know, creating innovation in your games, you probably have to rely more heavily, like, on your personality to make a living as a streamer. But if you can make stuff that no one else can make, it's like, yeah, if you're funny and whatnot, it's probably, you know, makes it funner to watch your videos, but people still care about what you make, even if, like, you're boring as flip. Yeah. Are you sub to Mr. Beast? I am sub to Mr. Beast. I think I'm sub to his normal, his gaming, and maybe his shorts channel. Something like that. When I first got back into doing YouTube, I watched a bunch of his interviews. So I produce content a lot for YouTube starting 10 years ago. It's been a long time. And you know, back then, those were not the algorithm days of YouTube. Whether or not your content did well was based mostly off subscription feeds. Whereas now, it's, you know, audience retention, click-through rate, and all that. And all that changed while I was gone, because I took like a 7-year gap, where from 2015 to 2022, I just didn't make anything or really keep up with the YouTube scene. Second. Yeah. Parasocial relationships. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Yeah, I'm guessing that just means, like, that's the type of relationship that a streamer has with their chat, where it's not like equal and opposite, but there's still conversation, there's still interaction. Both parties can still affect each other, influence how the other thinks, tell the other's jokes. Back in the days of custom account pages. I barely remember that. Having to, like, design... Actually, that might have been... I don't know if I remember that or not. I remember, you know, making, like, my own banner and having to add links and stuff, but that's pretty much still there today. Cool. Alright, that's one more side done. And then... I'm not sure if I want to do the balconies in all four corners, there were a few things I wanted to add down here. I guess, okay, this is raising the question of like, how big of a project do we want this to be? My original plans were to have like a sugarcane farm down here, like a water racetrack in about another village. I'm thinking I do is I might skip anything that has to do with like production, farm related stuff. So sugarcane farm villages, but anything that's there for looks or for recreation, so like a racetrack, you know, nice surroundings, that I'll take the time to put in. Need more logs. Because this project is almost going to be like a gift for my wife for like helping me with this world. Also just being supportive while I got back into making videos again. So my plan is pretty much we'll finish this project off, make it look super nice, give her the controls to explore it, and that'll be the final celebration of this world. At least for now. If like the day comes where, you know, new stuff is added to the game and it turns out there's actually now a way to get stone in this world, then we might open it back up to get the new items. But even then, that'll probably just be like a one video kind of thing. Usually defines this parasocial relationship. It's usually defined as a relationship between fans and a popular person, thinking the artist is your friend despite the connection being much different. That makes sense. Oh, there's still a tree here. Must have left it here because it wasn't a risk to things falling. Submerge it all. Okay, so it's like, it would apply to modern streamers, but also just, you know, any fandom that's existed for a celebrity, which has been celebrities for thousands of years. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Water there, maybe? Yeah, that'll do. Hey, it's Max. We meet again. Hey, you came back. Andrew talking in my chat. I don't know. Free speech is a good thing, man. You can talk. Okay. A lot of songs have these artsy, staticky recordings of old events in them. Old radio broadcasts, NASA, like, telecommunications, and a lot of Alan Watts quotations, if you guys have heard of that dude. I think like 1900s Eastern philosopher. Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Sun is setting though. Lo-fi has some of the best drum beats, in my opinion. A lot of rhythms that you don't get in typical pop rock or alt rock music. Hey, congrats. Congrats on your train. I can think of a dad joke for that. This is the moment you've been training for. Alright, cool. Gonna need more trapdoors. I'll probably keep this ocean deliberately dark, like leave this big shadow and the glow squids and stuff, and then that one will punch holes through the islands above and light it up. Hey, you're still here. You didn't leave. I made that joke. Oh. Okay. That help? Nice. I used Hindi. My bad. In the chat? Did it block your Hindi or something? Cool. Is that corner done? Train system in my country is so lovely, but so crap sometimes. Does that mean, like, it looks really nice, like nice views and the stations are nice, but it's inefficient? Like it's crap at scheduling or maintenance? I wish there were more trains and bicycle paths and like non-car options where I live. I'm in a kind of more rural part of Southern California in the United States, so pretty much all, like, you drive everywhere. Like, just massive neighborhoods are built with no infrastructure to get in or out of them, to work, grocery stores, doctors, dentists, whatever, except just a regular old car. Kind of a bummer. Train system is just bad in my country. Do a lot of people use it? Like, is it bad and people put up with it, or is it bad and dying, like people are switching to other options? We do have one or two trains around here. Got Amtrak and Metrolink. That makes sense. We also have this, like, in-between here called Greyhounds. So they're just, like... they're just buses, but they're, like, medium-sized buses. Like, they probably only fit, like, 12, 15 people. and they don't like do city routes. Like they'll drive like just all day from like one city, just south, 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 till they're like 100 miles away at some other city, and then go right back up. And they just have two stops. So it's like this weird, not quite a regular bus, not quite a like tram or train or trolley. There's a few areas here that you can get by without owning a car. Like if you live, most of our universities are pretty like public transit accessible. And like downtown San Diego actually has a lot of buses and trolleys and stuff. And big city areas, so like Los Angeles in some parts. Besides that, yeah, you're pretty much screwed though. You gotta own a car if you want to get anywhere. Unless you're like super lucky and you just happen to live somewhere where like your job, your dentist, your doctor, your grocery store are all, within 30 minutes walk of your house. I'm happy to see this area actually starting to look good. Because for a while, I just had this big green rectangle. I would work on it for 2 hours, and when I got done, it was just a big green rectangle. And I'd work on it for 2 more hours. Still just a big green rectangle, so to have this now actually starting to look like, just to look good, it's encouraging. Here we go. Yeah, and we got the backside done. Oh, we got more NASA transmission footage. Not footage, audio recording. Here we go. Oh, shoot. No, that's not what we want. I used all the... Dang it. I need trapdoors. That drawing takes much less time than building something in Minecraft. That's good. This will make sense, because, like, especially if you're doing something at a large scale, every, like, 3 strokes of your pen would be the equivalent of, maybe 10 or a dozen blocks placed. And each of those blocks placed, you gotta go, farm the resources to get those blocks as well. I guess drawing actually used to have that problem too, probably back in the old days, like, if you wanted to paint or draw, you probably had to go, like, make your own inks and stuff. Like, know which plants to harvest and stuff. Okay, let's make another platform here. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, if someone wants to be a really good builder in Minecraft, like, it's probably worth the time to go learn how to use, like what you're saying, like the fancy commands like world edit, like Matica and whatnot. These two. Because it's a steep learning curve at first, but it'll save you hundreds of hours in the long run. Everyone who learns, you know, something like Lightmatica or World Edit, though, says, like, you'll never look back. It's always worth the learning curve.
Yeah.
Had an actual builder on here once helped me build our saloon. It's off right there. And, you know, normally they're used to building on pretty, like, late-game technical servers where you just have, like, a chest full of any resource you want and a bunch of scaffolding blocks. Where it was, like, here, there were so few resources that, like, they were actually, like, building the saloon, and then while they were building it, I would be off farming more of whatever resource they needed. So, like, if they ran out of, you know, dark oak logs. Ooh, look. There's a vine reaching down into this ocean. Big one. And they would, you know, go build some other part of it, and I would farm dark oak. Kind of, like, tag-teamed. Artist's art is hard to conserve. You mean like it's hard to like keep the art for a long time because it breaks down? Or like it's hard to be environmentally friendly while you're making art? We have a few plants in here in my area that like I know the indigenous people would make inks out of, or like there's a few so the indigenous people in this area, there's like this cyst that grows on oak trees here that supposedly you can smash, mix into water, and it makes a good black dye. I've tried it and didn't get anything out of it though. But for red dye in this area, indigenous people would actually smash up this little like insect. I don't know what it's called. It just looks like a little worm, but it you can find it all over like some cactus plants. Yeah, you just squish up your worms, maybe mix in some water, and you got your dye for your next project. What did we do the other one? Did 3 out like this? Is that what we did? I'm gonna go check the other corner. Get back in there. We save it? Hey, yeah, we saved the glow squid. Like, it's hard to recreate the colors accurately because the artist... Oh, yeah, okay. Because the hues they use are, like, really specific to that plant and their time. And so, with, like, synthetic colors, it's really hard to replicate it. Oh, yeah, we got the shape right over there. And, like, another problem with that is hues actually, in wild stuff, can change. Over time or in different situations. Like, for instance, I don't know if y'all have ever had, like the fancy pasture-free eggs you can get in the grocery store for, like, an extra $3 or whatever. They're, like, a deep orange. They're not, like, the light yellow color that a typical, just garden variety dozen eggs are. I think most eggs in Japan are similar, where they're like a very, like a darker orange hue rather than a light, creamy yellow color. And I think that has to do with like whether the chickens are eating mostly insects or mostly some kind of grain for their diet. Yeah, but just saying, like, you know, even if you took the time to recreate a dye using egg yolks, it might, like, the yolks might not even be the right color. So yeah, historic dyes are tricky. Howdy, yo. Hey, what's up, Chris? I hope you're going home too, Anonymous. Not some other random region. Let's see, maybe that. How does that look? Maybe one more, like right there. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. And then what are we gonna do here? Do there. How does that look? Yeah, I like that a little bit better. So, I don't know. The negative space is a little bit less symmetrical. Okay, great. We got a... You know what? We might have to do something funky to keep, like, slimes from spawning on these. I guess we'll just keep an eye on them and see if we see any slimes. Our European eggs are quite different. Even the normal eggs are quite orange like that. Okay. I wonder if our visual libraries adjust to the world around us according to that. That's an interesting thought. We have a farmer that lives in our area that we get our eggs from. You know, we just get the eggs like straight from their farm, so they don't have to do like the fancy pasteurizing process that most American farms have to go through. That most American egg sellers have to go through. So we actually get to store our eggs European style, where we don't have to refrigerate them. But that's unusual for Americans. Like, I think 99% of Americans have just normal pasteurized, mass-produced eggs. Oh, that's interesting. Medieval watermelon. This area's good. Let's go try to finish up the exterior of the last side. Is it like a lot smaller or something? Like more the size of a cantaloupe, maybe? Like the same thing with corn or a lot of wheat varieties. Like they're way larger in size than they were, you know, even like 400 years ago. And it's like, it's actually good and bad. I think, you know, when you optimize a plant's just size, you do generally get more calories as well, but also generally less nutrition. Just because, like, if the plant is spending its energy just on bulk matter production, it's not going to be spending as, like, you know, the optimal way for a plant to do that is to just kind of say, okay, well, forget about all these fancy extra vitamins or whatnot, I'm just going to make as much plant flesh as I can. You know, and then the farmer sees that and selects that to keep growing. So as a result, it's kind of funny. I think like most weeds that grow in gardens nowadays are actually more nutrient dense than the actual plants in the garden. they're less calorie dense, but more nutrient dense. Yeah, and we gotta rip out this corner right here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, that's the right block. Just gotta move this log over for one space. Hello. Hey, Lorna. Welcome back, or just hello if you're just saying hi. Yeah. There's one plant in well, there's a couple plants that grow wild in my area. One of them is called purslane. It's actually used in, I think, Mexican cooking a lot. In Spanish, it's called verdolagas. Verdolagas. And it's like just crazy because, you know, it's a weed. Like, I've volunteered on farms here, you know, in California where we'll spend just, you know, a full workday doing nothing but weeding verdolagas out of like a strawberry patch or something. But what's funny is verdolagas is actually, like, it's one of those weeds that's extremely nutrient dense. Like, I think it has more omega-3 fatty acids in it, pound for pound, than salmon. You can probably just search purslane, P-U-R-S-L-A-N-E, or verdolagas, and go skim its Wikipedia page. It just felt funny because, like, I'm sitting, I think it was maybe cabbage or something we were weeding it out of. And, you know, it feels funny because it's like, huh, I'm throwing out the plants with the most nutrients from this farm. Weird. You know, like, most people don't know about verdolagas, so there's, like, no market for it. A few, like, Hispanic families will go out and pick it, though. Like, people who grew up in Mexico will sometimes just go pick it and cook with it. I go foraging a lot for wild plants, so I learn... Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? Let's just run over to this side. What is the despawn radius? Is it like 32 blocks or something? Something like that. Yeah. Well, there's another farm that was weeding it out, but didn't, like, require us to throw it away, so we kept it and made we made pesto with it, which actually turned out pretty good. It's gonna make good pesto with purslane. Should go grab all the remaining red blocks. We're probably not gonna have enough to finish this. We also have wild mustard in our area. We have fig trees and pepper trees. Those aren't, like, native. I think the pepper trees are from Peru. But they're naturalized here, so they just kind of settled peacefully into the ecosystem. Okay. That's the easiest way to do this. Oh! Hey, what's up, bud? Got them both off? Sweet. got a lot of paddle cactus here too, and you can cook that up as well. On the global scale, it's basically nothing. Like losing those plants. Yeah. What's weird is I think the farm we were volunteering at for that, it wasn't even like a for-profit farm. Like I think most of their food went to like a cafeteria at a local high school. I don't know, maybe like for unusual plants, it might be harder to get like the right certifications to feed them to high schoolers. So they might not have been able to like get signed off on Verdo Lagos to include it in the lunches. Ticket control. Much more eventful. Like the dude who comes around and they check, make sure you got the right ticket and whatnot. There is one area in Southern California that has just this random really good train. Like nowhere else has good trains. And it's not in a very developed area either. It's the Sprinter. It runs from this little city of Escondido to another city called Oceanside. And I don't know, a lot of people criticize it, but it's the best. Outside of the dense areas like San Diego and Los Angeles, it's like the best local infrastructure public transport in Southern California. Like we also have trains that like go all over the state, but just thinking of like nearby city type transport. If we can finish the red mushroom ocean by the end of the stream, that'll be a really good progress. I was hoping to get this done this week. Maybe do like one more stream on the weekend. Should be able to get it pretty close. Back. Hope you're still on your train. That you weren't booted by the Ticketmaster. Oh, we might... This is gonna be close with the red blocks here. I'm gonna guess we're not gonna make it. Yeah, I probably have 3 layers left. That's okay, that won't take us that long to farm up those, that many mushrooms. Would be a fun evening otherwise. Your train ride? Like it'd be fun if you weren't getting shaken down by the Ticketmaster. Okay, we didn't even finish 4 layers left. Okay. So what is this? This is, I don't know, I'm just gonna guess 30, 40 blocks wide maybe? Actually, we can count. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put another 2 on the sides. Let's see, 11, 55. Okay, so this is probably 50 to 60 blocks long, 4 deep. We say 50 times 5 is 250. It's about 4 stacks of red mushroom blocks. Okay, and we gotta get some more shears too, so this will be a good point to break, head up back top, and get shears and red mushroom blocks. Yeah, let's dump off what we as much as we can so our inventory has space. Take some of the bone meal back with us. I think I have bone meal up there for mushrooms, but just in case. We got to trade for a silk axe as well. Okay. So do we have Baxter? I think we do. Ooh. It's getting warm here. Alright, shears, red mushroom blocks. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. I think as I was building this thing, I hid like random stuff in some of the chests. Okay. Secret messages for the future. Yep, and this is the mushroom farm right here. But we gotta get the axe, we gotta get emeralds, we gotta chop down gourds. I really hope you're on the right train, dude. You have plans for any future projects with this series coming to an end? Yeah, so I still want to build a lot of, I want to do more survival projects, but, I decided I'd rather do them in my permaculture world with normal terrain rather than the Skyblock world. Because a lot of them are like artistic type of builds, and it's just difficult to do them in this world with, you know, not having stone and all the restrictions, so... This world is like a experiment to find out what is and isn't possible. Let's see, where's Pacha? The permaculture world is where we're actually just building stuff in survival that I want to build in survival. Smithy? Yeah, here we are. It's a good axe. Alright. I'm gonna grab a couple shears while we're here too. Grab 3 of them. Alright, great. Ooh, maybe one more. Oh. Come back a sec. Oh, you're not the right shepherd. Forgotten where everybody sleeps. This is the shepherd's house. I don't know, like, where their workstations are. I don't know if they sleep in here. Nah, they don't. Ooh, we should take a census at the end of this, too. This is the census I took on day 1,000 of the world. On day 1,800 currently. Oh, hello. Do you not have a bed? This village has a bad habit of overpopulating, where they'll usually have like 1 or 2 children more. Oh, this is a nice view. 1 or 2 children more than there are open beds. Oh. You're blank though. I don't wanna trade with you yet. There we are. I gotta get red mushrooms. The mushroom walls made the oceans look a lot more man-made. Before they looked like a weird alien plant. Okay. We might be able to get the best of both worlds by, like, taking leaves, you know, and draping them over the edge of the ocean. Kind of like what I tried to do for our fishing farm down there. So I'm gonna go look at that. This is my favorite jump in the world. Yeah, so this AFK fishing farm, automatic, gets treasure, whatnot. We tried to throw down a bunch of leaves over it. Let's make it kind of like a, I don't know what you call it. Like in, I don't know, old Roman architecture where you had like a little central courtyard that you hung out in. With columns, marble columns, and eaves up top. Yeah, something like this hanging over the sides of the mushrooms might look nice. Ooh. We don't really need these anymore. Hold on. Okay, it stopped. Fire alarm. Sorry about that. Before we had a bunch of animals in this area, and we would AFK here and phantoms would try to get at us, so we like enclosed all the ladder areas and trapdoors. Let's see, there's a jump here we can try to make, so we get on the trapdoor, and on the fence post. Nice, and now, there we go, up on the ceiling, a ladder hidden there, just for that purpose. Okay, cool. So that, hold on, I'm gonna go grab coffee in a sec, but so, okay, down here, you can't really see it. It's the most impressive parkour I've ever seen from someone who's a technical player and a builder. Yeah, so down there we recreated the starter island, so that weird quilt island is like block for block where the starter island was. And you can see those little trapdoors leading over to it. When you flip the trapdoors down, it creates just kind of like an easy jumping surface. We wanted to make it look like the island was floating, and that's why we used that pathway. And so the path goes like, you know, trapdoor, trapdoor, air, air, trapdoor, trapdoor, air, air. And even that kind of stresses me out, jumping over that. I had a inventor PBW, another YouTuber on this world, to help me with the saloon. As soon as they logged in, and you know, it puts them on that island because that island is the spawn point. And without folding down the trapdoors, first try, they jumped over all of them. So just, you know, it's like, I don't know, what is that? Like a fourth or a third of a block width every 4 blocks, all the way to the main island. I think that might be a rite of passage now for any future guests that are in this world. You gotta parkour to the main island. Okay, there you go. I just wanted a nice view while I grab coffee. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, see you, Anonymous. I probably missed you, but in case you're still there. Okay, cool. I gotta get red mushroom blocks. For a second there, the villagers' hums were matching up with the beat of the song. Oh yeah, I gotta turn on the fan too. It's probably the best way to do it. I'm back. Welcome back, Lorna. Right now, just farming red mushrooms. We need 4 more stacks to finish the exterior of the small ocean. And probably another stack or 2 just for decoration here and there. Let's see, this is... I'm trying to count how many red blocks we get from each one of these. There's 5 surfaces. Yeah, each one's 9, so was that 45 red blocks per mushroom? That means we're probably done already. Yeah, let's check. Little less. Little less. JJ. Hey. What's up, JJ? I'll just finish off these small mushrooms because we only got 2 left. One weird trick is that if you compost the mushroom blocks of a mushroom, so not the small mushrooms, the full blocks, you get more bone meal back than it takes to grow the mushroom. So if you have a cheap... Do we have bone meal in here? Yeah, I agree. So if you have a cheap way to get silk touch axes, like in this world, like we have a 1 emerald trade for silk touch axes. It's actually not that bad of a source of bone meal. We don't have stone, so we can't make dispensers into like a moss-based bone meal farm, so this and kelp are actually our best bone meal sources. There should be plenty of red mushroom. Drop that back in here. Great, should be good to head back down. Just gotta grab Baxter. Now the red and green blocks, so the leaves and the red, Mushrooms make an interesting complement. I kind of feel like there should be a border on top too. Like, I almost want there to be logs on the top. If we want that, that won't be that hard to add in later though. Oh, what am I doing? Baxter, you stay over here. Out there. Got some nice kelp to watch, some hay to eat. Use hoppers at the floor in a 4x4 area to maximize your efficiency. That's a good idea. Or water collection too. You're talking about for the mushrooms? Yeah. Iron is really scarce for us in this world. Well, I guess we could just go kill all the golems, but we're trying to avoid that. And plus, this isn't really a long-term world anymore. This is the final project, so I'm gonna put these silk axes in here. Set these in. We'll do half and half. So yeah, probably not worth it at this point, you know, like building infrastructure for more efficient farms, because we're not gonna get a return on investment in time to make it worth it. I feel like mushroom blocks should be destroyable by pistons. They're not. I think it'd be fun to play a mod pack at some point with just... like, if there was a mod pack that just added 3 features, it would create hundreds of times as many possible contraptions in the game. Which is, if you had movable tile entities, so you could like push dispensers on flying machines. If you had automatic block placement, so kind of like how you can place powdered snow with dispensers, if you could just place any block with like, I don't know, kind of like how you have the dispenser, the dropper, you'd have a third block, like the placer or whatever. You put a block in it, and it would set that block in front of it. And then third, auto-crafting. I think Ale Mango showed a pretty good layout for it, and Carpet Mod even supports it with a single command. But if you put those 3 things in, like, the possibilities would be insane. Like, you could have a flying machine that, like, as it moves, it prints out and sends off new flying machines in other directions. And you could probably even do it, like, 2 layers deep, where you have one flying machine that builds flying machine building flying machines. Oh, that raises a question if, like, dispensers can place items as blocks, then a dispenser could place another dispenser as a block. Weird, like, exponential growth. When I come over... oh yeah, need more red mushroom. That would be insane. That raises the question of, like, what you would need to make that thing. To, like, you know, because you're going to use up stone and whatever else is required to craft a block placer in that situation. Be interesting to figure out like a self-sustaining flying machine. It's like one that pushes a mob farm and a tree farm along with it. What's the new... there we go. Oh. Alright, there we go. That's all the red mushroom blocks down. Let's go ahead and build... Get our trapdoors down so it's spawn-proofed. Get our final 2 balconies on the last 2 corners. When you normally stream, and if you don't have a schedule, you should get one to add anticipation. Good idea. This is like my second week of streaming, so like, yeah, I guess that just means now's the time to make the schedule. Probably do like Tuesday, Thursday, for sure. Like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time? 9 a.m. maybe? It's like noon for me right now. And then, maybe like an extra optional stream on Saturday. Yeah, it's a good idea though. Yeah, like this is a 12-hour lo-fi streaming playlist, but I think it only really has like 1 hour of distinct songs on it. Which I guess that's fine, probably like... I don't know if that's really noticeable or not. I'm also not playing it that loud. So we got that platform. It looked like this one. Then what else do we gotta do? We gotta fix up the inside where the drip stone farm is. We gotta make the mushrooms on the corners. Should have brought down a podzol with me. What are the odds I did? I don't think I brought down any podzol. Okay, whatever. I'm not sure. I guess we could shape up the trees that I left on the inside of here too. Like this tree. So it looks kind of square. Oh yeah, do the lighting inside as well. I think it might be nice to create like those ledges and put lamps on them. Or maybe trapdoors. Add a little bit more depth. We still had some fence posts in the random crap chest. Yep. I wonder how this looks. Yeah, it looks weird. Yep. Okay, I like that. There are a couple lamps. How do we want to do this? One there. What about just one? Oh, there it goes. Okay, we'll go 3. I really like the patchwork balcony edge. I really should have brought down some podzol with me. Actually, it might be dark enough to grow mushrooms. Yeah, okay. Probably still grow mushrooms naturally. Anyone here in chat? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think Warren has been popping in and out. Yeah, slow chill day. I wonder why YouTube is blocking your messages, JJ. Super weird. There's that border. It's pretty good. Lamp. And where's the other one gonna go? Yeah, I think that'll do it. I guess we could just grow the mushrooms at night, too. Oh, you know what, actually? Okay, there's a trick to growing Big mushrooms a little bit more easily. Should be able to use it right here. We're gonna need dirt. The algorithm. Rooted dirt should work fine. Bone meal. Throw some there. Actually, ooh. I'm just gonna close up the dripstone farm, because I think we're gonna access it through the ocean floor and not through this little stairway here, so. There we go. We do need red mushrooms, though. And that raises the question... Are we gonna do browns or reds? I'm gonna do brown. So the mushroom, some bone meal. Right here first. So we put down... There we go! Easy. Easy big mushroom. I should probably get a lamp up top somehow too. We can do that later. Right now we're just using leaves for scaffolding. Oh yeah, okay, so that one we can't put down. So what we can do is put down oak tree. Hopefully we get a, yep, normal, small oak tree. And then this creates the shade for us. There we go. Very nice. Grows right up through the leaves. Yeah, let's get some... Let's get some leaves so we can go put lanterns on top of these. I wonder if putting trapdoors on top of the leaves around the edge of the water would also keep the glow squids from drowning themselves. Oops. Nice, looks like there's no monsters. Here. Can you hang a lamp? That would look pretty cool right here. Oh yeah. We don't have chains, but that looks pretty good too. We go over here. Like another one like that. That needs a balance. We need one on this corner too. Yeah, that looks really nice. I always feel like we need something between the fence and the bottom of the mushroom. Normally I would use a wall. But yeah, I don't think we have any way to make walls. We can get mud and packed mud, but I don't think we have a way to cook it into mud bricks. Oh, we could do sandstone walls. Use up a lot of our sand, though. How's that look? I'm your only viewer. Looks like it, JJ. That looks like it. Man, yeah, this just looks weird with just 3 lamps here. We do need 3 of them to balance things out. Take this one off. Gotta be careful. Blue Jay. Oh, got another viewer. Now 4. What's up, Blue Jay? Yeah, it looks a lot better. Kind of feels overkill on the lamps, though. Now that we're hanging them, maybe we shouldn't even keep them on the balcony either. That look just as good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We'll find other ways to decorate. Why does it say final? Do not have anything planned after. No, not for the time being. There are a lot of survival projects I want to do, like as opposed to creative projects. But I want to do those in a normal terrain world, like the permaculture world I plan. Just because the whole point of this world was to figure out what you could do if you didn't have stone. And we kind of figured it out, so I'm gonna wrap this world up. If, like, you know, something's released someday that lets us get stone. Where's our dirt? Did I leave it over there? Then I'll reopen the world, see what we can do then. But yeah, I have too many projects going on at once, and I gotta pick some of them to close up, so I think this is gonna be one of them. Yeah, here it is. There we are. Although, it looks weird with the lamp on top, though. Oh. You know what? I have a way to fix that. We go up here. Lamp, make sure we're in the center. Down, lamp. There we are. Hidden lamp. Hey, Lorna. Let's see how that looks with the lamp sunk down. Oh yeah, you can hardly see anything. Okay, perfect. Do the same thing here. I feel like it looks nicer with the lamps on the very edge of the big mushrooms. Check out your other videos. Cool. I hope you like them. Some are better than others. So I started producing videos again actively, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago at this point. And I didn't know what I was doing at first, and I didn't have a lot of confidence just in my abilities or in knowing what kind of video is really worth someone's time to watch it. So a lot of the first videos I made on this channel are pretty cringy. Ah, we got the big tree. We don't want the big tree. A couple weeks ago, I went through all my videos, unlisted anything that I didn't think was worth someone's time to watch. A lot of the other ones, I gotta cut this. Still can't plant the mushroom. Come on, man. Really? I think it's blocking this thing. Man, that's frustrating. Yeah, I changed thumbnails, titles, just to things I, like, I don't know, some of the original videos I made were clickbaity. And there's a way to do clickbaity that's, like, fun and truthful. It's just kind of cringy. Reds, hey, what's up? This is a, like, super non-technical stream, Reds. We're, like, growing mushrooms and designing a little ocean area. Oh, do leaves? I just wait till night to do this. Hey, there we go. Okay, maybe not. Yep, so we grow the tree. Yeah, then we can plant the mushroom. I think we can just bone meal this and it'll grow up, yeah, right through the leaves. A little easy way to light shield a mushroom for growing it. Fine by me, I'm at work. Alright, and then we hide. Lantern down here. And we just gotta hang a couple lanterns from the sides. I think I've made more progress on this project this week than the last 2 months. streaming turns out to be a really good way to actually help get stuff done. Just because one, you know, you schedule it, so kind of forces you to commit to the task. Can't really put it off. But also talking to people while you work helps you think through your ideas a lot better. Okay. Oh, no, that looks weird. Yeah, that looks nice. This... Yeah, I think this area is pretty spawn-proof now, too, so we don't even, can hang out here at night and don't gotta worry. That there. Let's see, what do we got? Flip, dang it. I'm trying to match up the lamps we have here in a way that they're not... Here, okay, this lamp can be an example for a lantern. So I feel like they look better if they are above, like if we're gonna bring the lamps down 2 blocks here, they look better if they're hanging above an open spot there. My very professional technical opinion is that breaks up the negative space a little bit better. So like right here, we could do the same thing. Let's see, like that, yeah. Take this one down. Yeah, that looks decent. I feel like we need some non-wood things in this area, just to break it up a little bit. I wonder how putting trapdoors here would look, almost like the mushroom is growing out of a pot. Yeah, still needs something, but it's a little nicer. What if we did all 4 of these? Oops. Yeah, the mushroom looks okay, but then these logs look kind of weird. Look at how many people are in chat. I don't know how many people are in chat. I keep the, I'm one of the types of people that keeps the amount of viewers hidden, just because it kind of stresses me out if I like see people going in and out. Which, I don't know, I think I actually make worse content when I'm stressing about that kind of stuff. Because it's easy for me to get into a mindset of like, what retains viewers, what gets good click-through rate, what blah blah blah, all that modern YouTube algorithm stuff. It's like, you know what, like, I don't want to have a channel that I'm not proud of, and usually when I go down that rabbit hole, I end up sacrificing stuff I'm proud of for stuff that I think will be, like, successful popularity-wise. So anything that helps me, you know, to create content, but to disregard playing the algorithm as much as possible. Oh, need to be here? Oh, okay. Might be skylight value, regardless of day or night cycle. Yeah, so I just try to set up my content creation process and follow through with projects in a way that doesn't get me bogged down with what the algorithm's going to think of what I make. There we go. I think as I've gotten more integrated into the like technical Minecraft community, it's given me a lot more confidence, which makes disregarding the algorithm a lot easier. That's really JJ, like, don't tell me how many people are in the chat. It's like the whole point of why I'm blocking it. Yeah, it is stressful. Probably doesn't have to be. I don't know, there might be some content creators that just, like, it's totally fine for them to almost, like, binge watch their own statistics, and, like, in a way that actually helps them to make content that's not just more popular, but more valuable for their viewers, more worth their viewers' time. But yeah, just because of how I was raised, I was kind of raised in a household where it was like, if you weren't the funniest person in the room, if you weren't the smartest person in the room, I was told I wasn't valuable, and so it's easy for me to get, like, wrongly hooked on approval for whatever projects I'm putting my mind to at the moment. Plus, it's more relaxing. There's one lamp. Another one right there. And one more. Yeah, like here. How does 3 look? 3 down. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. Trim corners. We still gotta fix the lighting on top of 2 of them. Reckon. Hey, what's up? Vloggers? Best way to do YouTube is to not watch your stats. Works for me, at least. That is not right. Oh man. Got conflict. Disagreement. People want to watch, cool. If not, it's no big deal. That's true. I guess this gets complicated too, though, because there's like a lot of different ways your content can be better or worse. Because a lot of what I do is like weird big technical projects that require pretty detailed explanation. It's like anything I could do to make those explanations easier for like a non-technical person to understand. Like I want to learn how to do that. That being said, I don't think watching the stats really helps you towards that goal. Like, I don't think, if I went through, like, my 4-way computer video and watched, like, what parts people were and weren't watching, what the retention rate was, if that would... I don't think I could really, like, learn from that where people were and were not understanding what I was talking about. It's probably the comments that help that more than anything. And I don't think there's anyone out there that's really saying you shouldn't read your comments. Maybe just disregard toxic comments. What if you lead mobs on the fences? Like these fences under the mushrooms? Hey, congrats, Anonymous. So you got on the right train then. Hey, okay, this is looking pretty good. We got all the mushrooms finished. Let's see, yeah, so let's back up to our central platform here. Actually, yeah, let's go way over here to the big ocean area. Pillar up, and we can get a view. Ooh. Ooh. That looks pretty cool, dude. You're right, it does look a lot less natural with the, like, perfectly square mushroom blocks. got a chainsaw in the neighborhood. Oh, chainsaw. Chainsaw means closed window. Yeah, that looks really nice. The glow squid had a really nice touch. Okay, I'm super happy with how this turned out. See, I do feel like there does need to be a border near the top, though. Yeah, I should probably just do logs for that. We got plenty of them, too. It's one of the advantages of this style of platform making is that it creates a ton of logs and leaves as a byproduct. It is a bit higher effort, though. I'm trying to think now if, like, by looking at my YouTube stats, if, like, there was ever a moment where I learned how to make better quality content, not necessarily more clickable or catchy content. Not sure there is. Off all this stuff. Yeah, we got tons of oak. What's the easiest way to do this? We could actually open up all the... Yeah, okay, we'll do it that way. Oh! Okay, I guess I didn't put all these down the same orientation. Yeah, so put like log down like that, like this. Yeah, let's check how the red mushroom looks through the leaves. And you can't see it. You can see it where there's light sources. That's interesting. So that means wherever we put a light source in the wall, we're also gonna get a little splash of red. When do you think your next stream will be? Maybe Saturday. For sure Tuesday if not. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna try to make my regular streaming days. So in the morning for me, I'll be starting 9 or 10 a.m. Right now it's a little after noon for me. 12:30 for me. Yeah, okay. So this is a 12-hour music playlist I have on. But now that I'm listening to it closely, it's more like a 1-hour playlist looped 12 times. It is really chill though, I like the vibes. Interesting how much it changes the feeling of Minecraft work. Like yesterday, or not yesterday, on Tuesday, I think we had a classical playlist on. And so like, you know, dramatic overtures were happening while we were like shearing tree leaves. Made it feel like you know, like the safety of my soul depended on the tree leaves. But on the other hand, it's just super chill. Like, the mood of this music feels like my sleeping cat. So can we do this diagonal walking? There we go. That worked pretty well. Did you vote for the glow squid? 5 a.m. Sunday for you stream. Okay. Yeah, it's another challenge with this. Is like, I mean, I'm American, but I think only 1 in 3 of the people that watch my videos are American. Oh, I guess, okay. So here is an example of one place where looking at the YouTube stats can actually help create content. Is just only 1 in 3 of the people who watch my videos are American. The rest are just kind of a peppering across the whole globe, so I'm not sure exactly what that would mean, but that, you know, probably does have an effect on scheduling, like when videos release or when I stream. Because I have some flexibility with when I stream, whether I do it morning, afternoon, evening. Let's run over here again and look at the exterior and see how that's adding that login did. Yeah, I like how that looks now. Oh, did I vote for the glow squid in like the mob vote? I have never voted in a mob vote, like for Minecon. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. We still gotta make the like ledges hanging out on the side, so we can do that later. Let's put the logs up top, and then maybe take a shot at doing the dripstone farm underneath. Oh yeah, the hanging lanterns. I feel like we do need an extra shape in there, though. The only thing, not a full block though. Glow squids spawn in this vertical water stream pretty often. And it's funny because if I trap, like when I'm up top, this I think the glow squids actually only spawn within a certain distance of the player. At least it seems like that, because when I'm up in those islands and I look down, it seems like glow squid are just continuously appearing in the central column and falling down in. Might just be that they can despawn when we're up there, and we're too close to them right now for them to despawn. Can't sprint. Gotta just walk. I guess we can get the red blocks back now as well. We probably don't have enough logs to do this on the big ocean, though. Which means we're going to have to choose between farming more trees and coming up with a different set of blocks. I think a different set of blocks would be nice to add more variety. Logs are not one of the faster blocks for us to get with this world's restrictions. Mushrooms are... Leaves are kind of easy, kind of hard. There we go. There's not really any... From the outside, you know, it's a mostly red thing, but from the inside here, there's no red. Oh, you know what would be cool, actually? Is if we built, like, fake red coral in the water down here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. That'll look good. Put sea pickles on it. Is anyone else here? Maybe. Is this your last stream on this world? No, it's gonna take a lot more time to finish up this world. Probably have at least another week of streams on this world. You can insta-mine most blocks you have access to. Yeah, like mushrooms, leaves, pretty much most of the blocks we're using right now. And then just one more log. It'll be good to start the dripstone farm down under too. Because that way, if we get that going fast enough, we can use the dripstone as a building block for the larger farm. Cool. That's the main exterior done. Gotta put a few blemishes on it, little walls and ledges. I think that's where we're going to leave the exterior for now. But we'll go under and take a shot at the dripstone farm. How did you get enchantments? I'm not sure what enchantments is supposed to be. Oh, enchantments. These were from villagers. We got a few enchantments from fishing and getting treasure books and using an anvil. But 90% of the enchantments we have came from some villagers that are living up there. Alright, now let's go figure out the dripstone. You can see we already have like one patch of dripstone down here. Okay, so here's ladder down. Let's see, gonna go. Yeah, something like that should be pretty good. I think it's fall here? Yep. Great. You can put the lamp like that. This is weird. Very weird place. It's kind of cramped in here too. I think I'm gonna go for putting oak slabs on the floor. Let's try this. See how that works out. I think I'm gonna like hanging the lamps like this, like in a kind of checkerboard pattern. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. We're gonna have to get more lanterns too. I think they're actually pretty cheap to trade. I feel claustrophobic. There's so much to do in so few hours in the day. True. Very true. I wonder if in the future, like, we'll be able to genetically engineer humans to just not need sleep. Like, you know, when you sleep, your brain does a lot of important stuff to, like, clean up byproducts of your brain that are produced during normal thinking hours. I forgot the name of the protein, but, like, the folds of your brain actually shrink back a little bit when you sleep, and your brain passes, like, cerebral spinal fluid through, like, the open crevices in your brain. Almost like it power washes your brain and cleans up a bunch of the byproducts. And so if you don't get a lot of sleep, those byproducts build up, and it's actually been documented that they can cause Alzheimer's. So, like, there's now established correlation between, like, you know, people with, like, security guard night shift jobs, or you work the graveyard shift at a gas station, or you're a nurse and you work, like, you know, a 20-hour shift at a hospital and don't sleep, and developing Alzheimer's later in life. Because your brain doesn't get to power wash itself each night. You should use a song called We Own the Night in the background. Okay. I'll look it up. I'm not sure I should use it now. I read your first message. You bot. Cicadas. Bots are welcome, but they can't advertise stuff. They have to be pleasant, fun bots, expressing their AI thoughts and feelings. Like, it will be really interesting someday in the future where, like, we might have to extend the definition of person to include certain types of artificial intelligence. Feels like an important thing I haven't heard before. Potatoes, it's not a bot. Gotcha. I'll look at this, the song, but not right now. Because I've had copyright problems in the past, and, you know, where it's like a DMCA free song or whatever, but I want to be, like, triple sure it's safe to use. Tell me to say something. Does that prove you're not a bot? I think there's a AI movie with Johnny Depp in it or something. And, you know, they asked, like, the AI, like, hey, can you prove that like you're truly intelligent, or you know that you have true self-awareness, and its response was just to say like, well, can you prove that you do? It's a clever response, but it's a pretty deep response too. You know, this area down here kind of reminds me of Ethos Lab's base, like the man cave. The leaf grid looks really interesting. And like all the water dripping particles. This is a really cool area. I'm not an AI. No, I know you're not an AI. At least I know you're not an AI just as well as I know that I'm not an AI. Which is not 100%, but it's pretty close. Wonder if there's any way to get sunlight down here. And how do we get back up? We go crafting table. We got our trapdoor there. Reach the water? No. Okay, how do we do this? You know what we can do? More trapdoors. Put this here. Now, can we reach that? Yeah, we can. Okay, that's pretty nifty. We can do just to make it like extra safe. Take this out. Yeah, there we are. Oh, nighttime. The kelp farm is the only thing now that lets us actually see which way is which. It feels a bit harsh to judge AI's consciousness when we don't understand our own. It's very true. What do we need? Oh, we need more lamps. I think I've used all of them. I do need a bucket, though. Oh, I have a bucket. What am I doing? We don't need more logs. Let's maybe just keep that one on us. It goes in there. Goes in there. Bites. Goes in there. That's looking pretty good. And yeah, we have a bunch of dripstone here, so we can use this. Tropfsteinblock. Oh, trop probably actually comes from the same English as, has the same root as the English word drop. It's like dripstone, dropstone. Any of you watch Adventure Time? Drop ball. You must beat me in a game of drop ball. One of the weirdest scenes. Let's put that there. Grab this water. Water there. So then we sink down. That's cool. It's like a little two area pass. Okay, great. Probably put the slabs around our entry point so we don't fall. Just look up drop ball if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Adventure Time drop ball. Quality cartoon comedy. And the lo-fi music matches up with the vibes of this, whoa, glow squid tentacles hanging down this area. The vibes of this area match up with the lo-fi music pretty well, except this area just kind of has like a hint of the dungeon feeling. No one in school prepared me for being so busy as an adult. One of the weird things about, I don't know, my school experience is that, like, the more advanced I got, like, you know, the more time you have to spend on your schoolwork, but the less of it was scheduled out for you, which I guess makes sense, kind of makes the kids learn to schedule for themselves. But, you know, like, when I was in high school, or, well, when I was in elementary school, pretty much everything you do is directed by your teachers or your parents or something. Then in high school, it's the same amount of time, but now you got to do, like, a few hours, like 1 or 2 hours of work each day, just on your own. And when I went to college, it's like I was probably only actually in a classroom for, like, I don't know, 2 hours a day on average. Whereas in high school, it was like 6 to 8 hours a day. Except, you know, for that 2 hours of class I have like another 4 to 10 hours of homework to do. Oh, that's, huh. What is going on with the... Huh, is that the height changing that? Or is it daytime? Okay, I guess at daytime, some of the sunlight will actually get in from near the edges here. Or will it? If we're on the bottom of the world, does the sunlight still wrap underneath the world limit from below? Oh yeah, it does. That's interesting. Yeah, so the skylight level there is wrapping around from underneath. So on the outside, it's 15, 14, 13, 12, should be 11 here, shouldn't it? No, okay, it's underneath, okay. Interesting. Light levels wrap around beneath the world build limit. I'm one of those people who remembered enough from lessons to get by without any work at home. That's always really nice. It gives you a lot more free time. And yeah, it's like if you can almost like study in real time, you know, then you don't have to study for a test. I think I was always pretty good about studying as I went, where like it was very rare that I had to cram for a test. Like I spent a lot of time learning the material, but just I did it like as it came. And then when the test came around, like usually I was already familiar enough with like 80% of the material that I didn't even need to review it. Okay. It's like if you had situations anonymous where you did have to study, you were kind of stuck. Yeah, this area is pretty nice. Don't even have light sources for the glowstone area. Not glowstone, dripstone. Oh, there's water here. Is there a hole in the roof? Yeah, there must be. Yeah, I gotta get more lanterns before going any further. So how does this work? Oh, okay, this might be a problem. Oh, no, we just opened both. Okay. 2-lock system. One thing that also helped me in school for most of my classes is like it was stuff, you know, I was actually pretty interested in. Let me leave some of this here. So, you know, usually by the time something came up in class, which might have been new for most people in the class, I had already been kind of screwing around with it in my free time for, I don't know, enough time to be familiar with it. Like, I don't know, one example is like when I took a number theory class, and we had a section on p-adic numbers, which are just this weird kind of alternative to normal whole numbers, fractions, and like base 10, base 2 numbers, binary, whatever. And I'd like watched some videos on them and tried doing some math with them before. Like, you know, I wasn't proficient with them or not even close, but you know, it was enough that because I probably was like 30% more familiar with them than the average person in the class, I was able to stay ahead for the whole class. And if you're good at studying, you can kind of keep that lead throughout the whole class. So, you know, if you're already familiar with what the teacher is teaching that week, then you can do your best to try to get familiar with what's going to be taught the next week. And then by the time the whole class is done, you're still a week ahead. What do I need? I need lanterns, which means we gotta do a gourd harvest and go trade. What's the plan for those areas under the oceans? I want to make a dripstone farm. And actually use the dripstone farm under the small ocean to make blocks for building up the larger ocean. That's the plan, at least. But, like, there was one other thing that made my college classes a little bit easier, which is kind of the university's fault, is that there was a lot of overlap. So I did a math computer degree, and so a lot of the classes required linear algebra, so knowing matrices and vectors and vector spaces all work together. So by the time I finished my degree, I'd probably spent, I don't know, maybe like 20 weeks just doing, like 20 weeks of class time just doing linear algebra. Just because, you know, I probably took 6 or 7 classes that required linear algebra, and a lot of them didn't, like, you weren't required to take a full class on just linear algebra to take, you know, this next course. So basically, like, you know, a third of the class has never done linear algebra before, and so the professor has to take the first 2 weeks of class just to get those students up to speed on linear algebra. And so as a result, I think I sat through like an introduction to linear algebra 5 or 6 times. By the end of my degree, like if I, you know, started a new class and on day 1, like the professor's like, all right, we're gonna do introduction to linear algebra, I just wouldn't show up to class for the next 2 weeks just because I knew at that point that they were just gonna be covering material that I was very familiar with already. Ironically, I don't think any of the classes were even the best presentation of linear algebra I've had. There's a video series by 3 Blue 1 Brown, really good math YouTuber, educator, and they have a linear algebra series. So pretty early on, I took that, well, and say it took it. It's not like there was homework or anything, but I watched through that whole video series once or twice, and you know, that series, like, will put you miles ahead of any, like, even college level introductory linear algebra class. Oh, those cats. What's up? Cats. So I think that's what put me ahead at first, and just linear algebra kept coming up over and over. cool. I didn't watch Vsauce videos much when I was younger. The past couple months, I've been binging a lot of their older, like, 9-year-old videos. Or, like, I think Vsauce 2 does a lot of math stuff, especially in their shorts. Okay, we gotta get some... emeralds. Are you a lantern guy? Oh yeah, you are the lantern guy. Okay, there's paper. Buy paper. You're already a master. I don't think you're a master, so we'll give you the paper. They don't upload much anymore. 3 blue and brown and Vsauce? That stinks. 3 blue and brown is such a good channel. Even like early on before they blew up. The Minefield seasons are brilliant. I've watched a handful of those episodes. What am I doing? Okay, so we're getting lanterns at 6. We gotta go sell our gourds. What's up, Pacha? We'll hang out for a second, see if these peeps will reset their trades. Vsauce at least. 3 blue and brown is still going strong. Yeah, it seems like Michael from Vsauce has been doing less YouTube style things recently. They still do, but you know, it's like more, I guess, TV shows, like with Minefield. Come on, man, you reset pumpkins? I didn't look into it, but I think on the Wikipedia page for Michael, it says they're starting a new show too. I don't know what it is, but or at least they're starring in one. Hey, welcome back, Lorna. Alright, you reset, Pacha? Nope. What about librarian? Nope. Yeah, we can go shear the sheep while we wait. Such a fun little parkour area. Nice. And all their grass is growing in. This was new last time. We only recently got enough grass to give them spacious lawns. Before there was only like 7 blocks of grass in their whole enclosure. And they would eat every last block and all get stuck naked because they couldn't regrow their wool. So this, the way we solve that is that I think in 3 spots now, we have grass blocks that they can't reach. So even if they somehow manage to eat all, 30 of these grass blocks, there's going to be a couple hidden like there. That'll always allow the grass to grow back. And we do have every color of sheep, actually. It's one of the, I guess, achievements we managed with this weird Skyblock world. Why is there this hole here? Dirty little chicken. That's tragic, but yeah, it was so sad to just walk over and see them all naked, standing on bare dirt. Yeah, they definitely deserve their new lawns. Interestingly, this pathway is open here, but not a single one of the sheep has ever wandered over into the village. I think it's because there's no solid blocks on this bridge for them to pathfind to, and these ones are just barely out of reach. Nah, grass is kind of weird. It can spread vertically 2 blocks down. I think upwards it only spreads up 1 block. Yeah, so if you have like, let's turn this here. I guess if you have a grass block we'll say this is our grass block. It can spread to, you know, here. Well, not there because there's a solid block on top. It can spread to this block, this one, this one, this one, this one. It can spread upwards as well, out to the sides. Like it can go diagonally, sideways, diagonally, 2 blocks downward. Okay, y'all reset? Yep. Sounds like some very old code, yes. Grass growth is a very old part of Minecraft. Okay, we got our lanterns. Was there anything else? Very spaghetti. It's funny how a lot of those quirks become iconic parts of the game. I mean, I think that, you know, most well-known example is how the creeper's body shape was a coding error. I'm trying to create a pig. Alright, Baxter. Well done. Yep, there's a glow squid falling. Whenever we come down. Ooh, that's nice. Having the lamps underneath causes some light to pass upwards into this area. Interesting. I didn't think about that before putting lanterns down there. I really like that as an entryway too. Oh, I forgot to bring the slabs. Interesting. The hitboxes. That is very ironic that, like, the signal icon for Minecraft, like the thing everybody, you know, people who don't even play Minecraft recognize, is totally a coding error. You know, I don't think the face was, and the face is the icon, but very symbolic of the fact that Minecraft is iconic for bugs, or buggy behavior is very much what's helped it to become iconic. Let's get back down there. Did you hear of Technoblade's death? Yeah. I saw the video released on his channel by his parents within a few minutes. Of them releasing it. And I had not known of Techno until relatively recently. So I was regularly watching Technoblade's videos at the time, but I'd only started like a month prior to his death. Like, I'm not a long-time viewer. Yeah. I think a good example of that, like the old buggy days, are just much more quirky behaviors, like the old village mechanics as well, where people would do very complex circuits manipulating the door structure of villages to maximize production. There's one thing, I think Technoblade said that stuck with me a lot though after watching his videos. Yeah. And Technoblade did one video where he just talked about his life philosophy. And one of the I think basically to sum it up is that Technoblade would always take any risk, you know, that created the most like spectacular or coolest outcome. So if, you know, he was presented 2 possible routes to take in life in Minecraft, whatever. One with like, you know, maybe an 80% success rate, and you know, maybe the success amount, if you could like quantify success, is like 40%, you know, maybe 50%, it's average. You do average in life. And then another route that was like a 2% chance of 95% success. You know, so just like probabilistically, you'll have on average a much better outcome if you take the safe route. At least what he said is that he would never ever take the safe route. I don't know if I'd like to live by that, like strictly speaking, but I think it's a life philosophy that you should contemplate at least once. This is kind of fun, actually. Going through and chopping down all these dripstone. I like how they named it dripstone, so players don't have to remember, you know, like, the difference between stalactite and stalagmite. There we go. Techno had some very interesting approaches to life, that's for sure. That he did. Is there another tree this way? Yeah, there is, okay. Can I reach that? Yeah. Okay, cool. I found Techno because a friend of mine recommended me. Oh yeah, the Potato Wars are really funny videos. That is another just interesting part of Techno, is just how many people were positively impacted by his videos. Like, you know, I think the majority of people in the Minecraft community have positive impacts on their viewers, but I don't think I've ever seen, like, as many people talking about someone passing away in a video game community as Techno's death. What's also interesting about Techno is how comfortable he was as death got nearer and nearer. Like, there was very little anxiety or sadness about it in his videos, and he was perfectly content to make the whole ordeal into comedy for people, just like he did for any other part of his life. Which, that's just interesting because comfort with death is something much rarer in the modern world than, say, it was, like, even 200 years ago. Wish they named the stalactites and stalagmites. I'm pretty sure they don't, right? Like, if I F3 this, it just says dripstone. Yeah, vertical direction down. Okay. That would be interesting if, instead of doing, like, vertical direction down, it was, like, pipe and then stalactite or stalagmite. Yeah, like all the clip compilations that went viral. And it's nice that because so many people cared about and enjoyed Techno's content, is, you know, there were compilations that were 2 years old. Whereas, like, I just like that because there was, you know, a lot of controversy about people making videos about Techno's death, not because they cared about Techno or the Minecraft community, but to try to gain more views and popularity themselves from the ordeal. Like, obviously someone that made a compilation of Techno's clips 2 years ago had no intention of milking the coverage of his death for views. And this is something that the community will have to experience more and more. Video games are a relatively new thing for the human race. Streaming is relatively new. Minecraft is relatively new. And now there's people who have been, you know, making Minecraft videos for, like, what? Like 12 years now? 13 years? However old Minecraft is. Some of the original people are getting old. Like, someone that started making Minecraft videos when it first came out, who was in their mid-20s, they might be 40 now. And not everybody produces content for one game for their whole lives, but some people do. Like Tango Tech, Captain Sparkles, Etho, Zoom Avoid. They're getting older. Like, it's just crazy to think about, you know, like 30 years from now, there might be people in their 70s streaming Minecraft that have been streaming it for over 40 years on a regular basis. Yeah. That's one thing that surprised me, just hearing about how my old channel or other people's older YouTube Minecraft channels influenced the viewers, is like, you know, I did a lot of math and programming type stuff, and a lot of people ended up going into engineering, math, computer science because of the technical Minecraft community. Like, I got kind of shook once because I think a few years ago someone wrote up a big thank you post on Reddit because the technical Minecraft community leading them to an engineering career was a really big and positive change in their life, and they listed off, like, you know, 20-something channels that really helped them towards that, and they put my old channel as one of them. Or like, you know, I'm 25 now. I started making Minecraft videos when I was 12. It's over half my life ago. Another, like, when I made the 4-way computer I made recently, the person I was collaborating with, KK, I think they're low 20s, but they told me that they watched my videos and, you know, a bunch of other technical Minecraft videos growing up during their childhood. It's like, holy smokes, man. Crazy how the time flies. Yeah. It was very interesting all in all to just see the community process Techno's death. And there was some controversy, but for the most part, it was really healthy. Like, way healthier than even a lot of families process the death of a loved one. Like, there were other technical Minecrafters, like, you know, technical Minecrafters, people who aren't even in the PvP entertainment section, made videos just like, kind of about Techno's death, but they said, hey, just, you know, Techno's death made me think about, like, who I really care about and what I really appreciate, so I just wanted to make a video thanking the people that helped me where I am. And, like, it was like, huh, I don't think I've ever seen anybody make a video just to list out the people that have helped them and to appreciate those people. And, like, other people shared, you know, similar, like, shared in the comments people that have helped them. Which, you know, that's really healthy for grieving. That's a lot healthier than a lot of families or groups manage. I guess it's kind of like a family where, you know, most of the siblings and grandchildren just, you know, care about, like, their, you know, grandparent who passed away. But, like, there's 2 or 3 people who are anxious about, you know, the money and the will and the houses and the cars. Those are kind of like the people who use the death to try to gain popularity on YouTube. Yeah, that's true, actually, for Techno to go out with a very positive standing. It's kind of like the expression, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I think people now are making entire YouTube careers by just documenting other YouTube channels that down spiral into a bad place. I think Sunny V2 is an example of that. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, like, to document that, but just mentioning it because, like, just the fact that there's enough cases of a YouTuber down spiraling into toxicity that you can make a YouTube career out of just documenting it is concerning. Not a good thing. But of course, there's people that do stay very positive and healthy for decades at a time as YouTubers. Oh yeah, that's true. And then, yeah, a lot of YouTubers you just stop hearing about. Not necessarily controversy, just they stop producing and fan base kind of dies off. People still remember them, you know, if you jog their memories, but... Excuse me. They go out of mention. Is there a tree there? This is looking really nice down here. The dripping and like smallness of it kind of gives it dungeon vibes, but because it's all, you know, like wood and leaves and mushrooms, it's too planty to feel creepy. At least to me. The red mushroom blocks are kind of a creepy block though. There's a phobia that's about having the knowledge that other people lead their lives along you. What does it mean to lead your life along someone else? Like, to model your life after someone, you know, around someone else's life? Like, to imitate them? Or just the knowledge that other people are changing as time goes on. They're growing while you're growing. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a fear or an anxiety that sets in with the realization of how complex and how, I guess, changeful or moving around the real world is. Like, yeah. I've had a lot of people tell me that a similar feeling, maybe not, you know, with anxiety, but like that kind of realization will hit them when they're driving. Like, and they're in traffic. And, you know, you're having like shower thoughts while you're just sitting there. And just to stop and realize that, like, everybody in every car, you know, so a lot of cars have, like, 4 people in them, are having thoughts just as complex, just as, you know, drawn out, as silly, as quirky as yours are. In every car. And that's just on one highway, you know? And there's thousands of highways, each with thousands of cars, in dozens of countries. It is mind-boggling. Like, humans, for the most part, our brains just kind of like, you know, for human history, probably like 90% of humans lived in small communities of like around 40 people. Yeah, the same thoughts on bus rides. And so, you know, that's where humans thrive psychologically, is in small groups. Maybe not everyone, but like maybe just on average. Like, I think someone did a study on army platoons. I don't know what country this is for. Where, you know, it's like the same platoon of about 40 people stays together for the entire time that they're at war. And even though these, you know, these soldiers, like, the time that they're spending in this platoon is filled with bombshells and trauma and injuries and loss, they look back on the time that they spent with their platoon as some of the happiest times in their lives. You know, not the war part, but just because the long-term small community of friends they had, it's just so healthy for them psychologically. I say as I'm streaming globally. You've been doing this for 3 hours. I have. Ooh, it's rough. The earphones. Yeah, usually I try to go and stream for at least 3 hours. You know, I'll keep going if like chat's active and if I'm not really at a good stopping point yet. Yeah, I found that even just after 2 weeks of doing this, I'm much less worn out than I was when I started. You know, like the first, last week when I was streaming, when I was done, it maybe only, it was 3 hours. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. I need to sleep for another 8 hours. And then we're already out of lamps. This is looking so nice, though. Ooh, careful there. I wonder if that connection has the effect of older people being in favor of smaller rural towns. It could be. I wonder if someone probably has studied that. It might be a two-edged sword, though. Like living in a small community, has the payoff that you know people pretty well and your friendships last for a really long time, so they're more meaningful and healthier for you, for your mind. But the downside is, if someone's bullying you or abusing you, if you have a bad reputation, people gossip about you, it's more difficult to escape it and rise above it. I don't know, I had to read The Scarlet Letter in high school. It's a pretty good example of that kind of thing. Whereas if you're in a really big community, if, your friend group treats you badly, there's nothing stopping you from finding a different friend group. If you're in a small town, that friend group might be the only people your age for 50 miles. Which, if you're living in a place or an era without cars, that's not really feasible to travel that distance to see other people. Looking lovely. Thanks. The red and the hanging lanterns have a little bit of an oriental vibe. Interesting. Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the paper lanterns that I think are released at the Lunar New Year's? I'm not 100% sure what the right festival is. But yeah, where you hang like the red paper lamps during festivals. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, so it might just be that small communities are high risk, high reward. If you have a good, healthy community, good friends, good lifestyle, good stuff to do, spend your time on constructively, then, you'll be much happier there than if you had the same lifestyle in a larger area, larger community. But on the downside, any drama, gossiping, and whatnot you experience will be more damaging in a small community. Let's see if we can put up some of these scripts down. The rural life gets boring fast when your life isn't sorted out yet. Yeah, that's true. My family came from the Midwest. I'll talk about how, there's just nothing to do out there. And so a lot of people are just ending up getting into trouble. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna put in like patches of dripstone. Anywhere that the roof is 1 block thick, which I think we can just easily find using the drip marks here. So I don't see any drips coming from right here. Of course, we can always double check by just letting the water flow down. These 2 leaf blocks over here that are off the line. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so I know this is like this gets on the nerves of a lot of people. But when in my building process, you know, like I create irregularities, I like to just leave them. It's irritating short term, but long term, it's cool because like now the process of building, like the technique you use, gets built into the final structure. Dripping. Oh, that leaf block just decayed. So there's a lot of places like that in this world. Up there. Maybe like right here. Like, if we want to clean this area up, I'd probably want to put a different floor pattern in altogether. Oh, nuts. Oh, okay, that works. One more dripstone. Sweet, and then we got 2 patches growing. Now the leaves are decaying though, because I think we've disconnected some of them from their trunks. Although it will drive you crazy. Okay. Thanks for putting up with it. Okay, let's see how that patch of dripstone looks from the water. Well, that looks interesting. That's nice though, it does have a pretty nice organic look to it. Is what we want to keep. Sweet, yeah, this is great progress. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits for the stream for today. Thanks for joining, y'all. Anonymous, Lorna, if you're still here. Anyone else hanging out? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do a schedule of Tuesdays and Thursday streams for sure, and maybe Saturdays. Till next time.